Oh man. All right, so we just spent the night. Looking pretty good here. Check the damages. I think we may have reset most of the things. And we did our trading already, cool. All good. Okay, cool. All set. All right, let's head back down to the village. Question is, do I want to switch to our shotgun for the fourth? I don't know how many of those shielded chompers we're gonna run into. That took a long amount of time to burn through its shell without the flashlight before I could do any damage to it. Let's all right, off to a great start, stepping on our own traps. At least our trap trait. We get one, we get one mistake a day. Trap mistake. Must be still waking up. Did not sleep super well yesterday. We had to dog to the vet. He was a little restless. All right, let's see. Do we save the... Save the well for our return trip. I mean, hoping my axe will get me through another section of this place. We went far that way. Okay, I think there might have been a bit more loot on this side, so I'm going to go back and grab that. Do you have any rocks with me? Not quite focused yet this morning. No rocks. All right, which way do we want to go through here? Huh. Nice little find. Now that I think about it, probably would have been better to search part of this place early on. Good morning, Wheat. I think we're just about out of the woods here. I think this is gonna be my final final day here. Let's see, this better have some good loot for him to break down this window here. Gas, bear trap, flashlight, flare. Alright, I don't want the sickle. And flares already. Put that over there. A doormat with a flower pattern. Locked, I need a key. Do I have a key? I do not. Unlock the key on a keyring. Where did I get that? Roots entwine the cottage's interior all the way to the ceiling. Let's see, photo of a family. Is that the, I don't know if that's the mushroom granny. 1970. I'm gonna assume that's the date and not a code. Blocked from the other side, barricading themselves up. Of course, you are going to be one of those guys. I guess I don't know how to open doors. Don't know how to open doors. It's good for me. Oh, this place is a maze, isn't it? How are you doing, week? How's your week been? We need to go back around. I can cut through here. Good, glad to hear it. I'm pretty tired too. I had a dog. One of the dogs got a pretty bad cut on his inner leg. I took him to the vet yesterday to get stitches. He was in the woods doing something. I think he found some smell that he liked and was zooming around after something, and I think he must have caught it on something. I don't know what. Didn't see it happen exactly. Let's see, but yeah, it was a big enough. It was a tear, so it wasn't like a scrape. So I figured it should have been stitched. So I took him to the vet, and he was there for a while, and they had to sedate him a little bit, so he was groggy and grumpy when we got home and not having fun. And he was restless in the night, so. But he seems to have perked back up this morning, so that's good. Just has to wear the cone for a little bit. There's a rubble pile, oh, all this stuff. Let's see, is that a person? Who are you? Wait, bloody hell, you're alive? The old man extends his hand, blindly trying to reach me. You're not from around here, eh? You cannot be here. All the lads are dead. It's only me. And he finally finds my arm and grabs it. For a moment, he clutches my hand in silence, and I hear him mumbling under his breath. I don't have anything, mate. Only this chair, bloody hell. He stops his gaze somewhere under the leaky barn ceiling. So what, he's got a rock there, and he's on a little cart. What? The old man suddenly jumps up. What are you saying? Feel his long fingernails digging into my hand. Ain't no fucking tree, that. Looks like a tree, but those faces, I know them buggers. Every single one of them. So close, and so fake. They're not real, they're not. From time I thank God I went blind. I don't have to look at them. The old man lets go of my hand to lean against the broken back of the chair. He sighs with relief. Disgusts me. Fucking disgusts me. This buggery. Guy has a foul mouth. This fucking scum all the time. I have to listen to this pathetic blabber complaining all the time. As if I were supposed to believe it. It's human. That is me, Zoycha. Ha, yeah, right. Suddenly reaches towards me with both hands, almost falling out of the chair. He grabs onto my sleeve. I feel all his weight on me. You lad, you've got your hands and your legs, strong arms, I beg you. Get rid of that filth from my village. I can't bear another day of that abomination wailing and sobbing. I want it to die in peace. Fucking hell. I want it to die in peace. Listen to me. I thought about it for a long time. Had a long time to think. For fuck's sake. His eyes widen. His pupils are milky white. I can feel him climbing my coat. Yes, he's gonna get better. He's stitched up. We'll have the cone on for a while, but it'll heal up. It'll be fine. To make sure he doesn't get The bad thing for him is that he's going to be, he's very active. He likes to do things. He likes to go on walks, likes to play with other dogs. So he's going to have to be, he's going to be an R&R for about like 4 or 5 days. Until he gets all healed up, his stitches get healed out. Let's see. You need to find the basement. J6 basement. I remember it, right next to the tree. The tree is too large, so if you can't reach it from the top, you've got to try from the bottom. Find the basement. Surely they'll be. Find the tree's roots. The bloody thing must have roots. That's where they are. Destroy them, pull them up, drag them, twist the fuck out of them. You'll find a way. I know you will. Man slides his down my coat straight onto his destroyed wheelchair. For a moment, he searches for his stone, which he uses to prop himself up against the muddy floor of the barn. Thank you, thank you. Well, let's see. Gosh, a lot of stuff to show him. It was weird. They gave him like one shot to basically make him kind of fall asleep, and they gave another one to bring him out of it like 45 minutes later. And the going to sleep shot was very effective. The coming out of it was not effective. So he was groggy all last night. Like, didn't want to do anything. But this morning he's much more active, so that's good. One of those things, I never like, it's always the vet. It's one of those things that, they'll take good care of him, but it always makes me a little uncomfortable going to the vet. Especially this time, unfortunately, there was somebody else there when I was there, and I think they're having to get one of their animals put to sleep, and they were very upset in the next room. So that was sad. Having to hear that. Not something you want to hear. Felt bad for them. Let's see, a photo of 3 boys. Upon seeing the photo, the cripple cringes with disgust. These ruffians, sons of a thief. There were 7 of them. The mother took the 4 youngest ones. When the hunger struck, the other 3 stayed with the father. They were weak and sickly. One day, the father got into his head that they are getting smaller rations because we've written them off. His hands start to tremble. So he went with a group of people to rob us of our food in the night. They broke into the basement. It didn't end well. Cripple goes silent. The lads threw them out of the village. I don't know what happened to them after that. People used to say they wandered the woods with the savages looking for their place. He gives me the photo back. I can still hear the cries of that thief all the bloody time. So I'm not the thief. For a while there, I thought people were accusing me of stealing things because I was basically stealing everything. But I guess it was somebody else. So that's good. Let's see. Photo of a family. Yeah, having to say goodbye to a member of the family like that is tough. Cripple pulls a photo close to his face. Poor woman. He points to the old woman in the photograph. She was left alone when her daughter lost it. Entirely and ran off into the woods with her kids. The old lady was devastated. Well, I bet the elephants living in that shed or living in that cottage were related to the mushroom granny. That's why the boy was visiting her. I don't know what came of her, but the lads would say that even with her legs not working properly, she crawled into the woods looking for her daughter. Let's see, that was around the time our fields were getting flooded. Even a healthy, strong lad would have a hell of a task getting through all the water, not to mention an old woman who could barely move. The old man grabs the photograph, feels it, and then takes out a small glass object from his pocket and puts it to his eye. The road home. What a load of bollocks. The road to madness is what it is. All right. No one lives around here anymore. Everyone's dead. Only sometimes, the man lowers his voice. Sometimes I hear footsteps. They wake me up at night. The sound of bare feet against the floor, bells of sorts. They come out of nowhere. They move towards the trees and then come back. They pass me and fall silent. Like a nightmare, a bloody nightmare. What are you going on about again? The man leans towards me, scowling. The wheelchair? The war took me legs. Then those wankers burned my house and me pigs. But it was years after the war. They said I was to fight the disease. So they said, in my Zocha, the disease took her from me. And all I have is this wheelchair and this land. Oh, he's starting to sound like a pirate. It's too much pirate. Years ago, when my eyes were good, people used to pass through here. They say they would leave their huts and go where the damn trees grows. They would often leave at night so that no one would see them. They went into the deep dark woods and never came back. Some of them say they were going home, but most of them were silent. I don't know. The land has changed. The trees have cut us off from the rest of the world. But home for me has always been here. Then that monstrous moaning abomination grew out of the ground. It blocked the passages, and that's that. No one has managed to pass through since then. And many people from some other place, maybe they died at the swamps just like us. If you come across some wheels, 2 little wheels, so that I could fix my chair, maybe you could benefit from it as well. He's got a lot of info. It used to be different here. First, the woods changed. The trees started sprouting up everywhere. We were cut off. The water that flooded our fields. People went crazy out of hunger. They fought over food. So he's missing some wheels. So if we could find him some wheels, that would be good. At least he could then scoot around the barn. You know what? I'm not going to take his fish. And I won't leave the blockade there. And the tree? Hold on. You're going the opposite way. I need blind. Guess they can hear me going around this way. Hold on. Gotta search all the things. Let's see, basement hatch, examine. The hatch leading to the basement is blocked from the inside. The marks on it suggest someone tried to break it open. So we cannot enter, hey? A shovel blade, huh? Let's see, do we want knife or do we want shovel blade? Take the shovel blade. So we need to find somebody in the basement. Great, let's go down in the creepy, dark, flooded basement. Was this the tree? Talking tree, examine. Oh yeah, it just kind of absorbed of the town, didn't it? The tree is gigantic. Its bark stays in constant motion. It swells up and collapses onto itself as if breathing. I see human silhouettes growing out of the tree trunk. They're also moving as if gesturing in slow motion. Dozens of mouths repeat their lines simultaneously, creating a uniform, noisy murmur. Between the boughs, I catch a man's gaze. He's fixed upon me. His body, similar to the other beings, seems to form an integral part of the tree. His limbs are gnarled, and his face is grotesquely deformed. He's the only one to acknowledge my presence. His hand slowly rises, pointing to something in the horizon. Above the roofs of the destroyed village, a man's lips are moving. But the ghastly murmur of the other voices drowns out his words. So, kick the tree, hoping the voices will go silent. Try to climb the tree, look at the lips of the person talking to me. Alright, I feel like kicking the tree, not going to accomplish anything. Climbing it, don't want to climb this thing. Let's try look at the lips of the person talking to me. Even though the figure speaks sluggishly, it is too high for me to even read his lips properly. I think one of the words is radio. Try to climb the tree. The bark is slimy and soft. It creases and move away from my shoes and hands. I feel the arms protruding from the roots, tugging at my clothes. I'm not sure if they want to drag me down or pull me closer. I barely break free from their grasp. Climbing is out of the question. Kick the tree, hoping that the voices will go silent. I feel like that's not. I'm not going to kick it. I'm barely able to make out any conversation and squabbles from the horrible noises of the tree boughs. You took everything from us. The shouts come from the old man, only the tip of his head, and one arm sticking out from between tightly crowded bodies. You stole it, thieves! May dogs piss on your faces. Let's see, right now, so we can hear what some of them are saying, I guess. It's a little contradictory. Right next to him, a woman's head wobbling from side to side repeats, "We're hungry. We're hungry." Another figure hidden its face under an enormous root, letting out a chilling shriek. Quiet! Fucking quiet! Leave us in peace! Shut up! He's interrupted by a man next to him, his intestines hanging out of his stomach. It was our common good. It was meant for all of us. You stole it! High above, at the top of the crown, two silhouettes hanging side by side from their hands and legs grown into the trunk are trying to bite each other's faces off. Is that a bear? What is that? Or a pig? I guess it's a pig, maybe. I noticed the little smiling face of a girl gazing at me from behind a cluster of sleeping heads. Oblivious to the chaos around her, she studies me with curiosity. Just next to her, a massive man calmly hums a melody. The lullaby drowns out in the overwhelming noise surrounding the tree. Okay. Oh, right, this looks like it is the other entrance basement. Oh! I am not ready to go down yet. I want to clear out my inventory. And finish exploring the rest of this place. And we can finally get some wheels, that'd be good too. Let's see, rubble dig, we need a shovel, so we come back with a shovel. It always has to rain when I'm trying to explore things. The word thieves has been scratched out on the floor. This place sounds like basically just self-destructed once the tree started growing. Brought out all the worst things. Alright, so we need to come back with a shovel and a proper way to deal that tree that we find in the basement. Of course, as soon as I leave, it stops raining. Alright, so back at our hideout, let's, what What is it? Number 3. There we go. That's the right button. That back down there. Junk. All right. Gas. Nails. Let's make a lockpick. Oh, can I stack those? All right, shovel blade we can sell. That will go in our mill. The rope, of course, rope can't stack past 2. Why would I? I think our workbench is maxed. Yeah, so we can sell the pliers as well. Pliers and the shovel head tomorrow. Yes, Ghostbusters is next. So we should be able to start that on Monday. Looking forward to it. This game is this game is depressing. Our little friend we met, the musician that we met earlier in the game, he followed us through the swamp and something happened to him. He changed, basically swelled up and turned into a giant, then burst into a giant blob of goo, unfortunately. Because when he comes back and you first think there's some sort of monster hiding in your closet, but it turns out it's the kid hiding there. And he's happy to see you because he's lonely and scared. So you talk to him and you give him some food and he helps you out. He gives you like a rat to eat. But his body was changing and eventually he kind of swelled up and filled the whole room and then burst. And now the whole room is filled with poisonous slime and I can't go in there. So yeah, no more friends. Maybe this old guy. But I think he just wants us to kill the tree. Alright, the axe should get us through tonight. We'll repair that. Oh, I want to go drink from the well quickly before night falls. It explodes in contact with fire. Interesting. Yeah, no more friends. We met a snail that was kind of friendly. We helped him out, and then we found him later. He died horribly. The wolf is really just a jerk. I don't know what happened to him. And musician burst into a all alone. Yeah, we can stack that. How do you get through here so quickly? Eat that and swap out to our lantern. Oh, is it bugs? It is bugs. Nope. Gonna escape. You let the bugs wander around too long, they also burst and spread poison everywhere. There's to be a theme in this game. I think that should be all of them, though. They are here. Oh, that was your arm, not your main body. Okay, good. You did not multiply. Oop, there goes my axe. All right. Not too bad. Day 53. All right, so I need 2 boards. I'm gonna trade you that, and take these things. You know what, I'm gonna take your boards too, because I'm lazy, and you guys owe me a lot. All right, repair it. And let's go and repair that as well. All right, stack shell, stack bullet. Throw that battery on there. We have 6 shells, that should be good. Lantern away, go back to that, that can go back in the thing. There. All right, what else? I want your rags. I'll take your battery. Yeah, that shell though. All right, generator off. Boom. Okay, I think 3 lockpicks should be enough. Oh, we wanted to bring the shovel to dig in that pile. Maybe his wheels are in that junk pile. And if I remember correctly from my first playthrough, there's going to be quite a battle. I need to prepare, beef up all my defenses. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. I'm gonna go buy all your nails as well. All right, let's go explore that basement. Before we destroy the tree, go talk to the granny one more time. I think she had a reward for us. We'll explore the basement. And see what we need to do there. We can find these guys' wheels. All right, so I think the best way is to go around, down and around. Take these logs. And this battery. All right, rubble dig. Oh. So let's just go down here. Oh, we got 2 scrap out of it. Interesting. Ooh, this place is bigger than I thought. Looks like you guys are in the process of splitting open. We're just gonna get in there. Turning into chompers. See you over there. Go. Load. Shotgun. Sure. We'll use that once. The word thieves has been scratched out onto the floor. Barricade is too strong to dismantle, huh? Ooh. Those mushrooms. Let's see, we already found the burned cottage, rope, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol. Oh! I think I shut the door and it's, oh, nope. Pretty sneaky mushroom man. Trees down there, and here's the basement. So we need to go around, I guess. All right, into the basement. Let's. Time still ticking? No. All right, so we can take our time in here. That's good. Oh. Place the batteries. A hole in the wall of the basement, it must have been made by the growing tree roots. Of an anomaly. Who's there? What do you want? Leave. Let's see. New journal entry, cellar under the tree. All right, what are we saying here? Been busy here. All right, so anything that we missed here? See some holes. I found a map with the word holes marked on it. It might be worth checking out. All right, let's see. Day 52, the cripple. I met a crippled old man in the flooded village. He's the last living inhabitant, begging me to destroy the talking tree. Destroying the talking tree. He claims I first need to get into the cellar located near the tree. That's how I will find its roots, which I need to burn. According to him, it's the only way to get rid of this abomination. Any advice? Let's see. Any advice from a blind to deaf old man with no legs is the only lead I have so far. It's not much, but I've grown accustomed to it. The talking tree. I've encountered a talking tree. Its monstrous roots blocked my way. I saw human figures grown into its bark and some branches. One of them tried to tell me something. The words drowned in the other voices. Day 53. Cellar under the tree. I found the cellar under the tree. Unfortunately, it's completely flooded. I won't be able to progress any further. It looks like the flooded corridor is the only way out. Did I pack an oxygen tank? Yes. Yes, I did. Good. My feet are slowly sinking in the soft, quaggy floor. I can barely move as if something is holding me by the ankles. Oh, all right, of course we're going to dive into that water. Why not? What could happen? Let's see, giant barrel, a huge rusty barrel. Judging by the smell, it contains a lot of good gasoline inside. I wonder if this was kind of the basement or tree happened. No, oh, come on. Great. Yeah, oops. Let's see, huge rusty barrel, judging by the smell. Alright, so same gasoline barrel. Can I get into any of these crates? Back? Yes. Oh, it's slowly, interesting, it's slowly starting to flood. The dead cow. Ooh. Ooh. Open. What do you mean open? Alright, so I guess maybe they're starting to eat through their supplies. There's another tunnel. Yeah, all their supplies are gone, cows, decomposed. Axe. Backpack, torch. Right. Tunnel's getting deeper. A barricade block the entrance to the basement. Someone or something is trying to break through from the other side. What the hell do you think you're doing? Oh. The old man. You'll kill us all. Get back to digging. Shovel. Holy sh! Let's see, is that still a dead end here? No. Much deeper now. Ooh. Wait a second. With these chomper bodies, am I gonna trigger these guys? No. Ooh. All right, if all these guys pop, I'm dead anyway. This is no. Get back to digging. I wonder what that means. What are they digging down here? Okay. End of the line. Oh my god. Nope. Red stuff will kill me. The whole thing is like a giant hallucination, hopefully. Interesting. Alright, and we're out the other side. That'd be pretty terrifying. Going down a long dark tunnel and then getting trapped in there with the... Alright, I can't get near this thing. It's gonna... This is the basement I was looking at? Yeah, let's see. These are the empty crates. There's the cow. Let's see. Piles of empty, rotten wooden crates overgrown with small roots. Search. Oh, look at all this storage. Backpack, torch. We have a full torch already. Is that the gas barrel? That was the barricade, a makeshift barricade blocking the entrance to the basement. I assume this barricade was the one that stopped me from getting into that other hatch in the village. I break it? Oh. So, no sign of the guy's wheels yet. A dead end carved out by tree roots. Let's see, the barrel's valve is rusty, but it seems to be working. Judging by the smell, there's gasoline inside. Open the valve, leave. Let's finish exploring. Tunnel looks different. It's carved out by people, sloppily, hastily. It's a miracle it hasn't collapsed yet. Why are they digging down here? Let's see. The further part of the tunnel is blocked by rubble. Looking through the crack, I can see giant pulsating roots. Maybe I can find a way to destroy them. So they're digging towards the... Ooh. Digging towards the tree roots. All right, I wonder here. Oh, interesting. I just wanted to check to make sure I wasn't doing something stupid with the wheels. Apparently, that's like an old quest and it's never completed. Huh. Interesting. Well, I think this is the way to kill the tree. I think we gotta open up the valve, flood the place with gasoline. And the torch in that backpack is a convenient way to set the whole thing on fire. But before we do that, because I think that'll sort of kick off the final part of the game, I want to wrap up a few things. Few last little things before we go. Come here now, come. The basement is flooded, eh? I'm right. Dog's bollocks. Everything's fucking flooded. He turns around as if looking for something. Eh? What? Yeah, yes. Elephants. Fucking fucking plonkers. Ever see the elephants, matey? Yeah, we have some elephants here. You see, they live here in the northwestern part of the swamp. Their hut is the thickest, in the thickest of the flooded forest. Since the wood trapped us here, they keep us themselves. I guess the game really wanted us to explore this place first, and I explored it last, so a lot of this stuff is things we already know. Since the wood trapped us here, they keep us to themselves. They don't fancy the bloody elephants. They have these oxygen tanks, lots of them tanks. If the basement's flooded, you could use an oxygen tank, eh? Alright, so you want some wheels. Can I give him these fish? Guess not. Alright, I'm not going to steal this fish. So we already know about the elephants and their oxygen tanks because we have one. Okay. What time is it? We have time to go to the mushroom glade. We'll talk to the granny. And then we may do a bit of fortification work on our hideout. And then the next morning come back here and set her ablaze. I think all right, poison goo. We're on the right track here. All right, starting to see some mushrooms. You go up and around to get into this place. Oh, poison. Oh, I can't remember if this building was on the bottom side. Yeah, I think it's on the bottom side. The ceiling and the walls of the cotton have been eaten. Yeah. Yes, I'm very desperate. I've not seen this place before. Holy crap! Some very desperate villagers. Wait a second, I blocked them in there though. No! Or I was not expecting this outcome. Looks like you guys are, let's see, dead mushroom granny. Looks like you guys are in a bad way, though. That sucks. They ate her house and they ate her. Looks like they are... Yeah. Shoot! So did the rock not fall? What the heck? So I had a quest from this granny. It was an old lady. She was part mushroom or entirely mushroom, I'm not quite sure. There were some people living in this quarry that were harassing her, trying to basically, it looks like trying to basically eat her house and her. So I went in there and knocked down a huge boulder, because I thought I knocked down a huge boulder to seal them in there so they could not bother anymore, but apparently they got out. Oh crap. Wonder if I needed to like knock it down with some explosion or something. Still up. Yeah, I knocked down this beam. There's one left. Oh, oh. Dang it. Well, sorry, Granny. I don't think it changes the outcome. Well, I don't know. I think there are multiple endings, but I think it also changes like certain like mid-game plot lines. Like I told her that I guess I ended up lying to her and said I dealt with these villagers, but apparently I had not, because I hit the first set of boards. It's like, oh, it could fall down any moment. I was like, well, I figured it'll just fall down on its own when I leave. Maybe there's no like animation for it. Sometimes you have to leave and come back for things to change. But apparently not. Apparently, I was missing a final support. So then when I told her that I dealt with the villager, she said, "Okay, great. Come back later, and I'll give you a reward." So I don't know what that reward was. Also, I had the dialogue option to basically just swallow her, eat her, like the villagers did. And I was curious to see what that option did. So that's too bad. Kind of wanted to see what that was, but I screwed up. But now I know that they show back up and they eat the whole place, top to bottom. Here you doggy. Stay over there. I keep hoping there was something more happen with the goo, but apparently it's just going to be goo. Alright, let's drop off our wood. And our scrap, gas, wire, shovel, we're good. All right, I guess we'll spend one more morning here, or one more night here, excuse me, and then in the morning when we get the time pause, we'll do. Gonna reinforce everything because I think the tree's not gonna be happy when it goes up in flames. So we're gonna wanna prepare here. I think in terms of game endings, there may be sort of good and bad endings, depending on the actions you take during the game. Then there's like a true ending that like if you do all the right things, like the developers like kind of wanted you to do for a certain path, get sort of the true ending, but I'm not sure what that is. All right, generator is good. I feel like I remember the radio being more active in my last playthrough. Like you'd get like messages at night. So let's see, what makes sense for defense? I think I'm gonna make some explosive barrels. Put a couple traps here. Put traps in these openings here. Make sure that's barricaded. Try to set out some of these gas tanks, but I mean I have to shoot them during a battle. Put a few traps out here. We'll burn through a bunch of our empty glass bottles and spread some glass around. May barricade some of these other extra windows with traps. I can't believe that granny got eaten. Sucks. I lied to her. Didn't know I lied to her, but I did anyway. Oh, there's a doggy. Waiting there. All right, let's equip our... Do we have a lantern? What's our lantern? Interesting, I can carry this like bulky lantern around and fight with it, but I can't use a flashlight at the same time. I think I can use tape and attach like a flashlight to my gun or something. No, I don't. Oh my god. Get out of here. Disgusting. These guys are the worst. They burrow. They like attack you, burrow, and they spit like acid goo at you and like break your furniture. Then you shoot their bodies, but like the scorpion part, the little weird bugs that are controlling them just scoot away. I don't think you can stomp on them or anything like that. Not very satisfying. Alright, so we got one more barrel here. Gonna be a quiet night. Maybe I spoke too soon. I think the nights are pretty random. Sometimes not much happens, sometimes all sorts of crazy stuff happens. That's good, at least we didn't lose any of our existing barricades. Oh, there's a doggy. May just leave him for the morning. All right, cool. Cool. Day 54. So I guess these journal entries can come on different days depending on who I talk to. So we already know about the elephants. All right, you three, mysterious three. I want one of those. I want one of those. Don't think we need any more of those. Okay, let's store that there. Flashlight. Okay. Right, what do I want to do here? I think I'll put a... a trap there. Barricade that. Gotta leave our way to get back into this place once we leave it, so let's not go too crazy. Just a little crazy. Alright, you're still good. Do I want to repair these doorways in this window? The question is, if I get trapped in here, having two ways out of this room could be good. Or just another entrance for them to jump through. I don't know. All right, you can place your bets on if I step on any traps. I've set all these out. All right, I don't think we need... We have enough poisonous gunk in our workbench. I think I will rebuild some of these doors, though. You know what, we're just gonna button the place up. I'm gonna make it more exciting. Famous last words, right? It'll be fun. All right. Okay. Keep that for now, although I think we're going to want to switch back to our pump action, because once that fires its second shot, it's going to be done. All right, what else do I want to make? I want to make a couple more traps. Okay. Where do I want these exploding barrels? I don't really want them inside, do I? That trap popped. I assume when the barrels explode, they take out barricades, so I think I'm not going to place them near things I've got walled off. Let's throw down one over here. All right, where else do we want a barrel? We do need a couple things for out the other side here. Come back for the night. All right, make sure that's plenty of gas. Okay. All right. Go deal with this trio torch. So the reason I'm sort of spreading these barrels around, and this could be a mistake, but I have this from me last time. Of the final battle, we set the tree on fire, and basically it makes the entire place just go berserk. Nothing in here that I didn't loot. I don't think so. I think I went the wrong way. Hey, it's legs. Can't get through that way. All right, here we go. All right, valve. open the valve. I grab the valve and try to turn it with all my might. It suddenly breaks, gasoline starts to leak out of the barrel, and slowly flows down the tunnel. There's our gas. The whole tunnel is flooded with gasoline. I must be careful. Okay. So. Here we go. Probably should leave. A hasty retreat. Whoa. The huge tree will not yield to the flames so easily. It tries to smother the fire with the roots. It should all be over tomorrow. The cripple's blind eyes stare hypnotized at the huge flames consuming the tree. It's as if the old man can see everything clearly now. The orange fires illuminate his pale, emotionless face. All right. Deed is done. How do we get back in here? I gotta go all the way around, don't we? Could barricade that. All right, we're in here for the long haul. Let's put that out there. What do you want to do? I want a new set of armor. I want a new lantern. Throw our oxygen tank back in there for now. I'm going to put down the homemade shotgun. I'm going to switch to the pump. We do have the assault rifle. We have one magazine for it. I've never used it before because I don't have a lot of ammo for it, but try it out tonight. A shovel, we should be good. Pills were good. Okay. Grab. I think I'll need one bottle. This lantern. Two bottles. Not sure how that works. All right, I'll make a lantern. Okay, so we have 3 gas bottles, we have 3 Molotovs. Should be good. Well, that went faster than I thought, so we've got a fair amount of time to kill. So I think... what we're gonna do medicine cabinet. Be one of those. Health back. So I think the tree tries to get revenge upon us at night. And if we survive the night, then we can head to the radio tower and go through that underground passage. And I think that will get us out of here. I wonder what happens if you take the passage without killing the tree. I assume it just sort of continues to spread. I feel like that's a bad, not good. I want to throw out these gas tanks. Will the gas tanks explode if they explode next to if they sit next to an exploding barrel? Let's find out. I'm gonna put these in places where I can't like accidentally stumble into them. Or if I'm firing randomly into the darkness, I won't get blown up, blow myself up. Okay. Interesting. I was just reading about exploding barrels. Huh. So can I, I can. So it looks like I can take this gas can and make a little trail of gas on the ground. Alright, a week. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Me too. All right, man, take it easy. Yeah, I forgot you could take a can of gasoline and make a little, like a line of gas with it. So you could, in theory, set one of these barrels out here with a line of gas to it and light it with a match, and the fire would travel back to the gas in the barrel and poof. You can set up some crazy stuff. But I'm not that crazy. I was end up blowing myself up doing that. We want fire, we want Molotovs. Let's start with gas. I guess there's no way to speed up time if you're waiting for it. You just gotta wait. Hurry up and wait. I was trying to think what things I did differently from last time, my last playthrough. It's been several years at least since I played this game. I think last time I helped the musician more. This time I helped the wolf. And I think helping musician got me into his parents' house, and there was this whole thing with his parents. And I think not helping the wolf pissed him off at me, and he tried to get revenge at some point. I remember that being terrifying. What else? What else? Is this a raid? Cold Carbon, I think of the raid. Or think of the, yeah, the raid. It is or it isn't. Might be an ad. Welcome everybody. Waiting around for nightfall here. Good morning, Abyssal. How are you today? Why is there a tremor face on the ground? This is a, let me get it open up. This is an eyeball. But it doesn't appear, it doesn't open up in the slime. It's shy. Doesn't like attention. It'll open up if I'm not looking at it. There we go. Yes, if I shine light on it, it closes up. Just my friendly eyeball here. Negative effects, we've got 3, I think. 3 or 4. Never played before. It's a good game. I'm not very good at it, so I don't play it too often. So I try to like... I'm still lost in the woods. I think we're very close. I think we're very close to getting out. But I like it a lot. It's fun. Yes. Remember that build. That was fun. All right, it's getting dark. So I think what's going to happen here is I set the tree on fire. That's been causing all these troubles. And I think the tree is very upset about this. It's going to try to get revenge on me tonight. I've fortified all my windows. Most of my door. I set out traps. Bear traps. Switch to my... Where's my assault rifle? Oh, my traps won't stop it. Well, we'll see if it sends anything else. It may just be yeah. We'll see here. No worries. I understand. F. Rah. Why? Because I just wanted to go home, that's why. Why did you do it? Ooh. My light's gonna come back on. And it burned my house down. Wow. Bree is angry. Holy crap. Place still intact. And the 3 don't show up. Made it through. All right. The full lantern. I don't have any more ammo for that, so let's switch back to hunting rifle. Okay. We're pretty good shape. A lot of traps got sprung. Didn't blow myself up, didn't step in any traps, that's good. Stuff still there. The poor musician. Alright, so I think we need to head for the underground passage now. Yeah, it's sort of a survival roguelite. You sort of progress through what? 5 zones on your way out of the forest. In each zone you get sort of a hideout that you can defend. And because things come at night, you can't be out at nightfall. And then during the day you go out and scavenge for supplies, and you meet random people in the swamp and sort of do things for them. And sort of the game will change depending on the outcome of your choices, and I believe each new game is sort of randomized, so the layouts are different each time. Yeah, I mean, technically you can go out at night, but I always, if I'm not back to my hideout by nightfall, I usually die. Okay. Well, I think we want to go to the radio tower. Cool. I stepped on those. Yeah, isn't there a, there's a tunnel there, right? In the radio tower? Or can you go through the tree now that it's destroyed? Let's just go back and look at the tree. It's just something from when I was over there the first time and I found the entrance to the place. It basically said something like, if I go any farther, I won't be able to go back, or something like that. Or this would be a final decision or something like that. I was like, oh, well, I should finish up the rest of this stuff before I go down there. But I can't remember how I ended the last game, my last playthrough. If it was through the tree, or if it was through... If you can go through the tree, or if it was through there. I don't know. Let me take a quick peek down here. Let's see, new journal entry, ashes. Day 55, ashes. It worked, only ashes remain of the tree. I feel I'm approaching the end of my journey. Is it possible? The old man is gone too. He left his fish. All right, interesting. So we can go, looks like there is a path here. We may have chosen our ending. We'll see. Go back. No. All right. Always some rope in the well. Is it the road? A colorless goo sips from the cracks in the asphalt. Yeah, this game is very gooey. I think it's covered with slime or goo or growth. The old man. It's tree poop. Torches. The crossed out sign reads Darkwood. Oh, wait. Dead. There he is. I'm sorry I couldn't find any wheels for your little cart. It's a crippled old man from the village. Road home. I can kill the old man? Yeah, it looks like he had a health bar. It's people fleeing the village. They didn't get too far, did they? Wait. We're still in the woods. We're going this way. 25 kilometers to the nearest town. All right, chat, we got a long walk ahead of us. Here we go. It does seem that way sometimes, doesn't it, with this game? Can you ever truly escape the Darkwood? It is there forever. Always lurking behind you. Epilogue. Sell my gear. Did I win? I don't know. You can truly win in this game. I think we might want to walk through the woods. Yes, congratulations. Now in a slightly less Darkwood. Power lines, civilization. We got a happy ending. Well, that's good. The true ending is burn them all. And they're gone. Who's going to eat the bread now? Oh, I scared away your birds. I'm sorry. I never found the flamethrower, so I opened the gas tank underneath in the basement. Lit that up. Alright, cool, Carbonite. You have a good weekend too, and thanks again for the raid. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the follow as well. Can I go in this book? Yes. This is my staircase. It's probably that work from the little punk on the third floor. Been here since I remember. Weird that no one ever tried to steal it. Elevator doesn't work, as always. Boss. Got any spare change? No. Oh, sorry. I didn't know there's somebody in there. You're waking my kid. Get the hell away. You open the... Nope. Can I still go through there? Alright, that was a strange looking baby. Stupid cow. Pleased to see you, mister. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, it's the elevator. Apparently someone was too lazy to bring it down the stairs and throw it in the trash. They're still green even though I've never seen anyone tending to them. Maybe they feed on discarded cigarette butts. Okay. Alright, a bunch of flowers, still looking good. Probably work from the kids from the neighboring apartment block. Place has seen better days. Home sweet home. It's my wardrobe. Take off your coat and leave. Take off your coat? Ouch. I'm so used to dogs wanting to like rip my head off. That's a good boy. He was a good boy. Black and white room in a real luxury. Unfortunately, it's broken. Folding couch. Examine. I'm very tired, but I prefer to lie down in a regular bed. Ooh. Do I have a key? Where do my keys fit? Okay. Where does the light switch in this place? I'm barely standing on my feet. I'll take a bath tomorrow. The Frania washing machine, I spent 2 days in queue to get it. So yeah, hasn't my character been awake for pretty much weeks on end? Let's see, a note lying on the table. I made you some soup, heat it up. That's not a regular old stove. Nice not to see a stove not covered with weird forest gunk. Let's see. Rusty old gas stove. There's still some soup in the pot. Turn on. The smell fills the entire kitchen. Cook. I grab the largest dish from the closet underneath the sink and pour myself a bowl. It's not much, but it's enough. I don't remember the last time I've eaten a home dinner. Mmm, that looks good. And a little parsley on top. Okay, where is... Key to the bedroom. Hey, light. Aha, bedroom key. Go. Nope, don't barricade the door. It's my bed. The white crumpled sheets look as if I've just woken up at last. I feel my sore legs buckle underneath me, my body becoming heavy and overwhelmingly lethargic. It was a grueling journey, 55 days of human torment. Go to sleep, leave. A sedating warmth washes over me, a warmth of security and happiness. The bliss ending? Alright, cool. So how many different endings are there? I honestly can't remember the ending from my last playthrough. 2? Okay. Let's see. The rustle of the woods stretching away to the horizon kept the stranger awake for a long time. Eventually fatigue washed over him and the man fell into a deep, much-desired dream. Burning the tree opened the road home for many anguished inhabitants of the forest. Only 3 outcasts dressed in old rags and scraps lamented over the charred remains. The wolf finally satisfied his ever-insatiable hunger. After he finished carefully gnawing on every single bone of what remained of the chicken lady's sister, he ate her. He disappeared into his hideout. He supposedly spent the rest of his existence chasing his own tail. Wow. After many days of murderous toil, the villagers managed to clear the entrance into the old quarry. Unfortunately, the fate of the weakest and most afflicted ones turned out to be a foregone conclusion. It was too late. The ones who survived cursed the stranger in the hat to the end of their days. Whoops. Yeah, I screwed that part up. I sealed them off, and I missed out saving the mushroom granny. The woman living with the chickens left her hut and journeyed into the forest in search of her missing sister. Since then, the chicken lady's house is inhabited only by wild poultry. The boy with the violin waited many weeks for the stranger to return. His body grew every day and he was afraid he wouldn't be able to play his violin again. The hideous swamp became his home, which he never left. Perchek rose above the treetops in his rocket and made out of scrap. He smiled, peeking through the small plastic window of his spaceship. He saw the Milky Way stars moving away at huge speed. The barricaded cottage at the swamp became a prison for the 3 children. The oldest boy kept locked in his room following his escaped attempt. Would long remember his only journey through the woods and the visit to the house overgrown with white mushrooms. The inhabitants of the hut at the junkyard went into the woods following distant whispers. When he was close to his destination, he got stuck between giant tree roots. Soon, hungry birds started to gather over his enormous body. Feeling his impending death, he desperately started trying to free himself from the roots that clutched at him. Weakened after a long trip, he failed to fight them off and fell face down into the mud. Moments before his death, he saw his reflection in the pool, a huge snail head. He then thought he had never seen such a strange dream and wished to wake up. I bet. Poor snail man. Cool. Yeah, I think the only thing I sort of screwed up with that run was the old mushroom granny asked me to keep the villagers in the quarry from harassing her. I went over there and I only knocked down one of the support boards. That's all I thought I needed to knock down before the boulder would fall down. So I went back and it's like, yeah, I got rid of the villagers, no problem, they won't be bothering you anymore. And then went on about my business. And then when I came back, they had eaten her house and her. Then I went back and checked the boulder, and the boulder was still standing there. I was like, oh, there's one more board I need to knock down. Whoops. I never did find out what her reward for me was, and I never did find out what happens if I ate her. That's okay. I was definitely surprised when I came back and I was like, where's her house? What are all these people lying around like... I'm like, oh. Nah, it stopped them from coming to get her. I lied. Oh man, this was a good run. I felt a bit more confident this time around playing it. I remember last time I died a lot at night. Like I'd stay out too late and get lost and forget what I was doing, and then look at the watch and it was like, oh, it's gonna be dark in like an hour, and I'm like across the map from my hideout. And then you start like sprinting back and you get turned around and lost, and then you get dark and then the thing can start chasing you, and then you die. None of that this time, so that was good. So is there any plans, do you know if there's for like any DLC for this game? Is they gonna add any more to the story or new stuff? Screams of frustration, huh? Thank you for playing. Well, thank you for making this game. Good spooky October game. What do the Indiegogo items do? I have those turned off. What's next? I think we're going to use the last few days in October to play Ghostbusters Remastered, which came out a couple weeks ago. I think the Ghostbusters game itself came out a couple of years ago, but this is the sort of updated version of it, sort of better looking, high resolution stuff. I want to get through that before the end of October, and then in November, I'm not sure. Outer Worlds does look awesome. I'm watching some other streamers play, that looks very good. There's also Rune 2 coming out. I think in like the first or second week of November. And I really loved the first Rune when I played when I was a kid. Well, that'll be a plan. We'll start off on Ghostbusters on Monday. Give us a couple days to get through everything. That's true. It's still only on the Epic Store, right? A little annoying. Nice. How you liking it? Looks like a super solid RPG, and I love the setting. I like the sci-fi setting. Wait, the Ghostbusters game came out 10 years ago? Holy crap, 10 years ago? Wow. Makes me feel old. Yeah, it looks like it's only available on Epic. So. Well, we'll see. I may probably do it anyway. It's too bad if didn't come up with one of their free games. I definitely would have jumped on that. I feel like that's yeah, this started a while ago. This gray in my beard, that's been happening for a long time now. Losing my hair, getting gray in my beard. Good times. Yeah, I feel like early 30s is when that started for me as well. Well, the good news is, by the time my hair actually goes gray, it'll probably have just all fallen out, so now I just shave my head. Given a great soundtrack. Is that available on? It is. Can't get the soundtrack. Cool. Yeah, so I think we'll put up with the Epic Store, and we'll start Ghostbusters on Monday, and then after that, I don't know. Wow, 22 songs. That's pretty good. A lot of good sort of creepy atmospheric stuff. Yeah, is Outer Worlds available on other platforms too? Okay, yeah, it's available to Stu. Oh, 2020. So not immediately available. Steam 2020, man. You know, I'm all for competition. I think competition is great, but I don't like these timed exclusives. Just release it on all the platforms, let people play it how they want to play it. want to play on the Epic Store? Play on the Epic Store. You want to play it on the Steam Store? Play it on the Steam Store. You want to play it on console? Play it on console. A little annoying. Yeah, right now the only thing I use Epic's Store for is occasionally playing Fortnite with friends and getting free games every other week or something like that. Let's see, I think Rune 2 is also only available in the Epic Store, so I want to do that. I'm gonna, God, jeez. Release date 2020, so yeah, I'll have to wait another year if I want to play Rune on Steam. Slay rival Viking clans and brutally dismember enemies and pillage your way through the Midgard to become the God Slayer. You know, I was watching some of the people play an early, like an alpha or beta version of it, so I'm hoping the final version just seems a little more, I don't know, tighter. I really loved, maybe I was a kid and when I played the first game when I was much younger, I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm like fighting with swords and chopping people's arms and legs off and going on an epic adventure. So that's kind of why I'm interested. There's really the nostalgia factor for that game. Since there's been a Torchlight Frontiers update to the alpha last time I logged in. I'll check that in a couple weeks. Well, looks like there's a little patch. What do we got here? You want to give me the patch notes? No patch notes? So let's look at a bunch of little hot fixes. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'll still, I wanted to play Ghostbusters, so I'm going to put up with the Epic Store. We'll get Ghostbusters. We'll do that, and then in November, we'll just have to see. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. I haven't thought past my October game list. We may do some more grinding in Torchlight Frontiers Alpha to finish up the rest of those frontiers. See everything there. We'll play that by ear. I think I'll probably end a bit early today. And I gotta update all my overlays from my Halloween overlay. Gotta get rid of all the do that. Get rid of the bats and the smoke, the fog and the trees, the zombies. What else? Looks like we crossed 7,000 views this morning. That's awesome. Fun milestone. Thank you to everybody who's been here for that journey. Very cool. Yeah, so I think that's about it. We had a great Darkwood run. A lot of fun. The game always takes me longer to get through than I expect. It's probably because I explore all the different corners and spend a lot of time picking up every single bit of loot that I can find. I was so... when we went into the swamp and I lost all my stuff on my last workbench, I was so annoyed. I spent so much time carefully collecting all this different stuff and then to have it disappear. Anyway, we got over it. Alright chat, I'm going to take off. If you guys have a great weekend, I'll be back on Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern, and we're going to start Ghostbusters Remastered. Should be a nice, fun, sort of lighthearted game to end our October with. And if I don't see you then, have a great Halloween. And yeah. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday. Take care, Abyssal. Take care. I'll see you later. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Take care.